Pottinger's homeroom. Today we are working on 6.6 nets and surface area. I should be up on the screen. Can you identify the net of a 3D figure? And can you find surface area? For those of you that were gone yesterday, it would be really important that you listen to this part of the notes because we're going to talk about nets first. A net is a flat shape that can be what? Folded to make a 3D shape, right? Okay, so a flat shape that can be folded to make a 3D shape. I should be up on the screen. I should be up on the screen. Put your pencil down. You're making the video a lot longer every time I have to stop and say that. Okay. And then surface area, we'll talk about this later. Surface area is the total area of what?
A 3D shape.
All the... What's another name for sides? Faces. Okay, guys and gals. This is a flattened shape. If I were to fold this shape together, it would make a what? Cylinder. Do we have cylinders in our classroom that we can look at? Yes. Like coffee cups and water bottles? Yeah. Class, this is a what if you fold it and make a 3D shape? So right now it's flat, and flat shapes like this are called what again? Nets. Say again? Nets. But if I folded this, it would make a cone, yeah? This is also a flattened shape called a... No, called a... This is a net. But if I folded it into a 3D shape, it would actually make a... Do we have cubes in the classroom that we can look at? Yes. Specifically, a cube would be like a tissue box, one of those squarish tissue boxes. Is this another example of a net? Could I fold this into another shape? Yes. Do we also have tissue boxes that look like this? Yes. So imagine flattening this tissue box. That's what it would look like, right? Yes. All right, surface area. Spend a little bit more time on this one. So you guys, this is a rectangular prism. True or false? True. A rectangular prism has how many faces?
3.
A rectangular prism has how many faces?
6.
So think of a Kleenex box. It has 6 faces, right? Okay, eyes up here. Is that a face right there?
Yes.
1. Is this a face up here?
Yes.
2. Is this a face up front?
Yes.
That's 3. Is this a face back here?
Yes.
That's 4. On the side, we have another face. That is
5.
And then the back side, we have another one. That is 6. In order to find surface area, we find the area of every single face, yes? So this looks like it's 6 rectangles. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So let's just look at this one right here. Everybody see this rectangle? How do you find the area of that rectangle? Base times height, which is 6 times 7, right? So I wrote 6 times 7 equals 42 right here, yes? On the back side, we have another rectangle that looks very similar. What is the base and the height of that rectangle? 6 times 7, right? So again, I wrote another 6 times 7. You with me? Okay, so I did the front and I did the back. Let's do the top and the bottom. Start with the bottom. Is this a rectangle? What's my base?
6.
What's my height? 3. Did I write 6 times 3? Is this the exact same rectangle but up top? So my base would still be 6 and my height would be 3, yes? And I wrote that yet again, yeah? Okay, last ones then would be this side right here. What's the base? What's the height?
7.
Did I write that?
Yes.
Back here I have yet another one. What's the base and what's the height? 3 times 7. Did I write that?
Yes.
So the surface area would be all of these numbers added together. True or false?
True.
Last one. Same thing. Take all of the shapes, which I did. I literally took all of the shapes, all 5 of these shapes. Make this, yes? I found the area of each shape and added them all together, didn't I? Or didn't we? I should say we. Okay, the only thing is, remember, if you have a triangle, it's base times height, and what's the big thing to remember?
Divide by 2.
Don't forget to do that, right? We good?